Alright, this is round 1. Probably keep this one. I like that little chat. I don't know if a little chat's better than 18th land here. I mean, I'm basically searching for a land with it, right? I'm gonna go for Flames as I might draw Giotto or the Informant. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is worse than 18th land if I'm just gonna be searching for it. Regardless, a little chat has been better than any other card you're suggesting because it got me my 3rd land. Well, they milled 3 non-lands. That's a good sign. It's either Knockout Below or Run Out of Town. Probably just want to get rid of Knockout Below. That's not very good here. That card is pretty bad. I think someone, Frank Carson, I was watching him and he was saying that the Gauntlet Creators was the highest picked card in the format, and the card is just really not very good. So it's kind of bizarre. Gauntlet Creators. Probably just want to play more 6 power to the board here. Not bad. That's also an extra 1/1 that I can sack to make disappear. So we can just like get rid of this. But the default win rate for people is like 55%, so it's basically not very good. I didn't mean to attack my 1/1, so I might as well just do this, huh? I did not mean to attack my 1/1, so if it's gonna die anyways, I might as well just counter it, huh? The attack all but accidentally maybe attack my 1/1. Why do they chump? I'm not sure, but... Are they trying to set me up the bomb? This looks like hostile takeover mana. Okay, well, they conceded before I could consider whether to play around a Wrath. The Rocket Traveler is like the best mana creature in the format, followed by Glamorous Outlaw. The Mass Bandits is unplayable. Not actually joking. Even in a black red green deck, you would never play the Mass Bandits. Why are Mass Vandals bad? Because they are. There's nothing to elaborate on. The card is just bad. 6 mana 5/5 is bad. Vigilance and Menace are both terrible abilities. It is bad because it is bad. Nice mana fixer. Unfortunate. Seems like they have Disdainful Stroke, though. Oh, I meant to do Rakish Revelers. That was bad. Well, that's disappointing. This might be game losing, me misclicking there on this Rakish Revelers. Although it may not matter if I don't draw an untap land. But it's a game losing play for sure. Didn't draw an untap land, so it doesn't matter. Although if this was the 2/2, then untap lands, I could have maybe done it, but the Vandal. It is here. I would have really liked to Broken Wings that card. It's too bad, too bad we didn't do our Rakish Revelers on turn 3 like we wanted to. I think it's worth it to chump attack with a 1/1 there, but it pumps my Attendant Socialite next turn anyways. Unfortunate. Mon nom nom citizen. To the graveyard you go. This fish is gonna go the distance. Well, this Attendant Socialite has been way better than the Gardener. I guess I kill this. I'm not sure it's necessary, but I'm doing it anyways. I kind of want to spend the next 2 turns stacking my lands anyway. So if I attack out, this blocks this blocks this, so they go to 1, that's fine. Yeah. Giada is basically the only reason I'm playing this banned version as opposed to any of the other versions. If I don't have Giada, then I don't even... The regulars are just so heinous. Not really... I wouldn't be interested in them. Alright. On the play, I guess we keep this. Not a great hand, but serviceable, I suppose. Libation looking pretty grim. Knockout Ball looking pretty grim. We're kind of all in on this Jewel Thief, dealing like 12 damage, which it might do, but... Good lord. You can have it. Take 2. Yeah, this is the +2/+2. It'd be a lot better, huh? That's alright. The fact they attacked means they probably have the dagger. Oh, we're just dead. We are dead. Cool. I mean, we were 0% to beat a dagger no matter what, so... Cool. I guess we could have broken wings the sticky fingers. Alright. Didn't draw lands, no good. Libation continues to underperform. It's pretty bad, in my experience. But I think it's better. It's basically Libation gets better the worse your deck is, and this deck is pretty bad. So I guess it's pretty good at this deck. Alright, we're on the play, not bad. Don't want to play turn 1 Lackey, I want to discard it to these pickpockets, I think. If I draw a Little Chat, I'll play one. Little Chat would be a good draw. Although I'd be looking for a land with it. But. I'm so happy they blocked. I was like pretty dead if they just chose not to block here. You draw 2 more lands. Not a good sign. Then I'm playing 17 lands. Alright, that's a good sign. It's one of the best draws I could have had, actually. They didn't set the parcel, which is kind of ominous. Means they may just be a black, red, green deck. Which is good news for us, because black, red, green's a pretty bad deck. Take 4. Continues to underperform. Kind of embarrassing how bad it is. I hate this card. Oh, I gotta block the 1/1. I didn't even think about that. You're right, I could have. That would have been way better. I thought I like when it comes to these token makers, I always think that they're like Brimaz, where like the token is not attacking, or not Brimaz, the other one, Darling of the Masses. Darling of the Masses makes a non-attacking one. Oh dear. Opposite experience. I don't know. Libation has just been awful. When stuck on lands, you can consider underperforming. I don't know what that means. It requires you to pay 6 mana for it to be better than Antagonize, which is an unplayable card. I'll admit that I did not play the last turn very well. I probably should have discarded Broken Wings instead. Obviously, not blocking the devil was really bad. I didn't even think it was attacking. I just never think that card the devil's attacking. Alex Canada, I promise you that I am aware of the text box of the card. I promise you, I know what the card does. They have a prize fight? I mean, the pickpockets are pretty awesome, for sure. They would have been dead 2 turns ago if I had blocked the devil when they attacked with it last turn. When this thing did it. Yeah, like the thing difference, why Libation is bad, there's multi reasons why it's bad. The biggest one is that there's way more removal spells in Sealed. Way more rares and way more removable spells, and Libations were bad against both, right? Like, Libation basically is good on turn 7, and if you're playing a deck where Libation is, like, okay on turn 7, then your opponent has already played several rares, which are probably make it so Libation is pretty bad. Like, they have, like, a Broker's Ascendancy, or a Fight Rigging, or a Rebel Rousing, or they hostile take over all your creatures, or whatever, right? Like, sealed, because of the way this format is, where most decks are going to be 4 or 5 colors, and they're playing all their rares, you don't really get into the spots where Libation is good. Whereas in Draft, where there's only 3 packs of rares, and decks are generally way worse, like, they're more focused, but they're way worse at trying to do what sealed decks are trying to do, which is play all their good cards. Because 17 lands data isn't real. You have to understand there's no incentive for anybody to be playing sealed on Arena, right? There's no incentive to it. Yes, there is no incentive to play sealed on Arena. Oh, and Guberini also backs me up on this, thank you. I actually just trusted you, and I was wrong. Yeah, it's the second worst green uncommon? Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, there's no incentive to play sealed in Arena, so it's terrible. It's like saying, like, Hold for Ransom, you think Hold for Ransom is a good card when it's actually just, it's propped up by Inspired Overseer by so much that it's actually a terrible card. Right? Like, do you follow, do you at least agree on that, or maybe not? Well, I'm sure you've heard the data before. I'm sure you've heard the argument before on why 17 lands data is, it's self-selecting because only the most incentivized player even knows about 17 lands. Like, isn't the average 17 lands player 55% win rate anyways? It's like fine. It's a fine card. It's a good card in bad decks, is what it looks like. We do main deck a Broken Wings. Trying to figure out, like, is bouncing this like a thing we can do? Probably is. So we get Echo Inspector. I think we're committed to run out of towning here. I haven't decided whether I'm going to run out of town the Rafine's Informant or their fight rigging. Because if I can run out of town the Rafine's Informant, then Psychic Pickpocket the 1/1, or whatever they play here. Oh my. I should have run out of town in response. Because now they can prize fight. They can prize fight my Jewel Thief. That was a bad play. That was a bad play. If this was a 4-3, if they prize fight, they lose it. Which is something they probably do anyways, but oh. They have an instant though. I wonder why their instant didn't work. Oh, it's probably Libation. It probably is. It probably is Libation, and they probably just should have just cast it to get a 2/2. Yeah, it's definitely Libation. It's definitely Libation. Example A. Oh, our Spards Adjudicators. Okay, that's pretty good here. This next turn is going to be pretty devastating. Pretty devastating turn, you have to admit. They have to block 2 creatures here, so we're going to kill both. If they don't block 2 creatures, then 2 draw daggers just kill them anyway. I guess they could have blocked just the Pickpocket. They could just do that. Which I guess I'm fine with. I probably just want to get one more damage in. To knock them to 2. I think. Because they can if they draw a land, they go Adjudicator, 2 counters. Because I want to play Echo Inspector next turn. So Adjudicator, make my Pickpocket not able to attack. Attack with both. They have to block both. But the Adjudicators is a 5/5, or it's a 6/6. And so I need I need the treasure. Okay. This was actually bad. I probably should have just played Echo Inspector and just let this die, now that I think about it. I normally don't play the dagger. It just basically quick draw dagger is better the worse your deck is. And our deck is kind of not great, so. I should have played Echo Inspector pre-combat, I guess. Kind of playing loose here when I shouldn't be. I should have played this pre-combat. I thought, yeah, busy attended Socialite. Not combo would be really bad for us. Prize fight, okay. Played a little bit loose, but we still got there. Hate this deck that I have to mulligan 4 lands, 3 spells. Those these not a good look. Not a good look. We do have Bouncer's Beatdown for this, I guess. Is it too greedy? I don't know if too greedy is the word I would use. But I would like to have a +1/+1 counter on my card. Yeah, I mean, I just want this to be a 3/2, and might as well pitch the card I can't cast. Oh. I see what you're saying. You're saying in my opening hand I should have kept the 4-drop instead of the second planes, so I would hope to draw a land over Fiend's Informant. I think I'd rather just... Like, it's one of those situations where, like, I could draw a random card for my deck. It could be anything, like a land that I wanted to draw, right? Underdog is a dumb good card. I disagree. It has been pretty excessively medium in my experience. That's really bad for us. I really need to get Rockish Revelers in play, but I can't attack. I guess it's fine. I guess this is fine. I guess maybe I should have done this first, was they could counter this. Not bad, not bad. Is this one? Holy moly, that's good. I think I don't mind. So it's like 1 damage this turn, and one, but it's not gonna be 1 damage next turn because they're gonna keep this back, right? Like, I need to exile this. So I can only equip this on 1 creature. I can get the 1 damage in now, but then they can hit me back. I think the 1 damage now is probably worth it. Because I might draw a land next turn and make it mute anyways. Bluffing is pretty overrated. I'm not really concerned about bluffing. They might kill the flyer anyways. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm not sure this is right, but... that might not have been right. This could be bad if they have Nightclubber. Okay. I hope that thing is sorcery speed only. I assume it is. Yeah, trust me, I would not be playing Kill Shot? They're just getting Kill Shot. Why is Kill Shot even in your deck? That's the question I have to ask. Sure. I will sack out 1/1 to deal 5 damage essentially. This 1/1 will never do 5 damage, so it's a good sack. Now the question is, do I want to put the Quick Draw Dagger on something? Hostile Takeover is a thing to consider, so I should probably put this on this. Nightclubber gets them, but gets the Tennis Socialite anyways. Okay. I'll play it just to let him know. Totally unnecessary. Just gotta let him know. I didn't see the second one comes into play with 2 counters. I didn't even see that. I forgot that Giada works like that. It's not 1 counter on all your angels. It's 1 counter for every angel you have. Yeah, Giada is the only reason I'm playing this deck. I would be playing white, blue, black instead. I would not be playing Regulators at all. I'd be probably playing green, blue, black if I. Giada is definitely the reason why we're doing any of this. We'll keep the 7 on the strength of Rafine's Informant. I think we have a good discard, though. I think we want Broken Wings. I think it's probably going to kill... It's going to kill at least what I see. Shovel seems likely. The Shovel's pretty bad. People don't normally play that card. We could Broken Wings the Crowbar here when they block. I think we can do that anyways at any point. Might as well get a card in play. Just need to get another power creature in play. Crowbar may not even matter this game. We can always just Broken Wings it at some point in the future. No, is it a Strangle? That's bad news. That's bad news. That's pretty good. Always happy to see Jewel Thief. Yeah, I've played Libation for 1 or 0 a lot of the time. Guess we take it. That Skycrier is annoying. We really need to be able to play 2 spells in 1 turn, and if I play Pickpocket, I'm never going to be able to do that. I think just being able to block the Skycrier is probably good. Okay. Settle in for a long game here. It's saved Nash. Green-white 16 creature decks don't exist in sealed. You gotta stop focusing on the draft aspect and start focusing on the sealed aspect. My Crowbar is really annoying, and I'm gonna need to get rid of it at some point. So we might as well do it now. I guess I could... It's really bad if they have a +4/+4. I don't know. A lot of the busted cards we can lose to Broken Wings is going to answer. I guess they both kind of answer, but not really. Let's just use Run Out of Town here. This is bad if they have Dagger or For the Family, which is why I wanted a double block, but... No, there's no way they would try the attack with more, because they attack with Wrecking Crew, I just double block with these two and they lose. That's why tricks are bad in sealed, is because they're bad against instants. Goldhound is pretty bad in sealed, so that sounds right. Goldhound's like not a very good card in general, I think. Red is basically unplayable, so which makes Goldhound a pretty bad card to have main deck. Okay. Is our last card our land? Keep it on top, okay. Knockout Blows is not great here, but probably better than For the Family. I kind of need this to be a 4/3, don't I? Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. I guess the 4/3 versus the 5/3 doesn't matter. I can just knock out below the thing anyways. Trading, so we both lose 1 life? That seems reasonable here. Plus it taps their creature. I mean, I guess they can, if they play the 2/4 instead, it's worse for me. Okay, they did do that. It might have been better for them to do that. They play the Darling to pump their Skycrier. Rocco for Inspiring Overseer. They have a pretty awesome couple of turns coming up. I guess I'm glad I didn't discard a spell that did a pickpocket. They have 3-1. So we need to keep the Rufines in format. Do we just like... We're not in a good spot here. They have like 3 awesome spells for the next 3 turns and we don't. So I guess we need to start attacking in the air. That's going to be our way to win. And so to do that, I guess we need to attack here. Attack here, and then pass. So I'm going to need to win in the air, basically. And I need to save my adjudicators on the Wrecking Ogre. Can use Broken Wings to kill the Inspiring Overseer. Yeah, I'm very aware of the crews, which is why I said Sparrows. I need to keep this for the Wrecking Crew. Why did they block? Because my 3/2 can't get through anyway. Getting the ground, my ground creatures are irrelevant. I can no longer win on the ground. Oh, I did have lethal with the 3/2. You might be right. I mean, I expected them to play the Rockish Revelers there. But maybe you're right. Yeah, you're right. I just I did not expect them to play that card, play this way. I expected them to play different. And it's my fault for sure. Okay. Yeah, I could have just killed him. I just if they attack with when they attack with the 3/1, I just expect them to that signals they're playing the Rockish Revelers. Just like there's just no reason in my mind why they would have played Darling instead or not played Wrecking Crew, right? I don't know. I should have. I was about to say I probably should have used my Sparge Adjudicators there because I don't have a second blue. But I didn't want them to know I had it, if that makes any sense. I messed up this game a little bit. I think we could have won that one turn when they attacked with Rocco. I was kind of just like into the future where they were going to go like Rockish Revelers into Wrecking Crew into Darling. When they didn't play Rockish Revelers, it just kind of blew my mind. So the attack was just so off the wall. Wait, is that another Rocco? Holy crap. Did they have a reach creature? Or another flyer for 4 mana? I guess it doesn't matter because they still died to this. Oh, Cat Demon? Cat Demon could have been bad. I don't know if that would have been lethal. Could have been. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, I messed up that 1 second, like third to last turn. That was bad. I was thinking way too far into the future. Like the attack signaled to me that they had they were gonna play 2 spells that turn. But that was definitely a poor play on my part on that particular turn. I think it was wise of me to realize I can only win in the air, but I should have been a little bit quicker on the math to know if they attacked, they lost on the board. Final boss. Final boss. Holy crap, this card's bad. I think we have to keep this, but you can't mulligan like 3 lands, 4 spells. But that like it. I did not play well because I missed an onboard kill. But I am 6-1 right now. What's gonna happen is we're gonna draw Giada right here. Oh, it was so close. I saw an angel and I was like, yeah, for sure. But no. I guess I could have played Forest to make a 1/1. Didn't draw Giada, unfortunately. By getting kill shotted? No. Okay. They know I have a combat trick now, which sucks. Okay. Interesting. I don't think they're gonna block. I don't want them to know I have a combat trick, so I'm just shift entering. So if you use left shift and enter, you F6. Oh, wow. Interesting. We have a mirror match, you say? I don't think I want to offer the trade when I have another one. This puts 3 counters on my regulator. I don't think I offer the trade. No, you can bounce your own thing on this. With pickpocket. Yeah, the out of the way, the 3 and a blue is non-land for enemies only. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I guess I missed 2 damage earlier. There's no way they red block, right? This is gonna be a hectic game. The question is, do we bounce our own regulator here? I think we do. This knockout blow looks pretty bad. I think, did we just discard Libation here? Well, I think Libation's the worst card. It's one of these 3 is the worst card. The dagger seems perfect because it lets our 4/5 go, like, actually attack into their 4/5, right? Maybe run out of town is a good because we don't want to. We have no targets for run out of town currently. If they can kill our 5/6, we just lose. I mean, if they had something... What is this? It's +2 something, so it's like the first strike card. +2, it's like the first strike lifelink card. Alright, because if they had anything more than that, I think they probably should have just attacked out anyways, but... Like, if they had that card, I'm gonna make this block no matter what. I think it was a really passive attack, or passive, like, situation there. Do I threaten lethal? I don't think so. I mean, I do have a knockout blow. And they clearly didn't have anything last turn. That's what I expected. So I didn't attack with my 5/6 flyer. Exactly why I didn't attack with it. Was that they have a +2/+2 and a card they haven't played and a land, so it had to be kill shot. So I didn't attack with the 5/6. That's why I switched attacks. Yeah. I thought it might have been knockout blow, which is why I attacked with the fourth with this one as well. Majestic Metamorphosis. That's the card they had the whole time? I guess I should have responded to this? I guess it doesn't matter. I hope this one is in front. Wait, how do I know which one's in front? How do I know? I guess it doesn't matter because it has first strike, but it might have mattered. Never come up before. I didn't shift enter so they know I have Libation as my last card. That's pretty good. Do I attack out here? This may actually not be a good attack. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, they know I have this. Maybe they weren't paying attention. I guess they could have a counterspell here and I lose. Well, they have it, I lose. Alright. Got there. What are the, like, another reason I don't like Libation so much is that your opponent always knows you have it, which isn't great. Yeah, it was Libation's time to shine. 3 mana +2/+2. But yeah, they could have known from the entirety of the game that I had Libation in my hand, because there were several turns where I had priority with one mana open. And so it's either For the Family or Libation. I would have played For the Family. I think they actually could have won that game if they'd attacked out the turn they just attacked with the 4/5. But it was kind of funny that at the end of the last match we played against was the one where it was the Giada like regulator mirror match. No, what I did that game is that several turns I used left shift and enter to F6 so they wouldn't have priority. But yeah, combat tricks aren't good because basically here's the situation how games play out. You both play like 3, 4, 5, and then on turn 6 you play like a 2 or a 3, or you leave open 6 mana just to sack a land in a turn, and you attack with a creature, and I just double block it. And you either play your combat trick and lose to an instant, or you don't play your combat trick and your creature just dies, right? Basically, with clever blocking and management of resources, combat tricks are going to rot in your hands. I'm not going to block on turns 3, 4, or 5. And on turn 6, I'm going to have either run out of town or you know, just some other instant knockout blow, kill shot, Bouncers Beatdown, Broken Wings, you name it. Right? I'm just going to have an instant to have, and your combat trick is not going to work. However, that isn't a way that people normally, like, that line of thinking and that line of play is not common. Right? It's not common for people to be doing that. And here's another thing. Here's another thing to think about, Generico, is, first of all, combat tricks are better when you're playing an aggressive strategy. You can't play an aggressive strategy in this format because of the tap lands. You can't build a 2-color deck. You have to go a minimum 3 colors. There's 3 to 5 colors. You can't build a 2-color deck. So even you as the beatdown player will have to be spending the first, like, you'll have to take a turn off at some point because of your tap lands. And if your opponent is at 14 life and you have these combat tricks, it's not going to work. Because you're going to like play a tap land turn 1, play a tap land turn 2, and your opponent's going to go 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures, and you're going to go like 3, 4, 4, and then have these combat tricks, and they can just block your guys down, and your combat tricks don't help. And then at the end of the day, you're stuck, like, the very turn you don't attack is the turn you lose when you have combat tricks in your deck. Because what's going to happen is you're going to pass a turn, they're going to play another creature, you're gonna draw a card. Whatever card you have doesn't matter because they're already a creature ahead of you. It is so much, you're gonna have a much better time in Sealed if you play in such a way that you just play all your creatures, like you play creatures over combat tricks, and you just take a couple hits in the first few turns of the game, and you wait for your opponent to make a misstep. That's another reason why I like Rockish Revelers so much. I didn't really go that deep. It's one of those things that you just have to, like... I've been playing Magic at a top level for like almost 20 years now. And it has been true always that in Sealed combat tricks are bad. And I gave the general idea on why, like in every format, it's always been bad. All combat tricks are just always bad. And the general line is because the way the games play out, the format is slower. Format is slower, and so your opponent doesn't have to make bad blocks. They have an extra turn to get another creature out there or to leave open mana for an instant. And that turn that they choose to take instead of blocking, and you have a combat trick instead of a creature, means that you just lose the game on the spot. Also, combat tricks are basically only good when you're winning. When you're behind, they don't do anything. When it's an even board state, they don't do anything. And when you're ahead, I'd rather have another creature anyways. And that's sort of the thing. But yeah, Rocket Travelers is really insane, and I wish I could have played the next one, but the fact that I wasn't red was a big reason why I couldn't do it. The thing with Rocket Travelers is why it's the best one is even if they try to, it's really awesome against the beatdown decks, and it's good against tricks like Adjudicators or like Psychic Pickpocket. It's really good against Blitz. Like basically, the 1/1 token is gain for life. So if you view like Rockish Revelers as a 5-mana 5/3 ETB gain for life, at worst, the card looks at like your understanding of the card on why I've rated it so highly. That is why. Like most of the Blitz cards have 4 power. Yeah, it's just the same as that Thragtusk. Oh, we could have Libation for 1 for Treasure Killing Blow. Good point, Make One Sauce. Thanks for bringing that up. On a final turn, we could have a Libation for 1. So if they gave us 2 treasures with the negate, then we could have Knockout Blow to not lose. Good call. Good call. Didn't think about that. Great call though. No, Spars has been pretty medium minus. I've not been like Spars Adjudicators. The problem with that one is like the format has so many 4/5s that it's kind of whatever. But Giada won us like 3 games, right? Was it 2 or 3 games? It was at least 2, right? We don't have Giada. We don't even look at this pool. Like we go green, blue, black if we don't have Giada. Giada is the only reason that we're doing this. Yeah, Giada is completely insane. That's his 2-drop. Unlicensed Terse is much more of a best of 3 card when you know, like, it's much more of a best of 3 card. Like if you play against like a Grixis deck that has hostile takeover, or you play against, you play against a green creature deck that's trying to attack on the ground. Yeah. 12 2-drops. Well, limited skills MTG. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you open the nuts, it's gonna be good for you. Revelers are necessary. Yeah, Revelers was amazing. It came up like 2 times, right? With the Attendant Socialite? Where we go Attendant Socialite into... we only drew like a little chat like 1 time, and we used it to get a land. So that didn't really do anything. The Libation did basically nothing the entire day. It might have just been worse than Fight for the Family. In fact, in 1 game, it was worse than For the Family. So... there was that 1 game that I lost. The 1 game I lost is when I went turn 3 Jewel Thief and they strangled it, and I had Libation in my hand, when if it was For the Family, I could have saved it. But that was a bad game anyway. Yeah, the Socialite was way better than the Gardener, for sure. For sure, for sure. The Broken Wings main deck was good. I like the knockout blow and the knockout blow, the broken wings, and libation are like the 3 worst cards in the deck. And little chat. The little chat's like defensible, but it's just a cycler. Like these 4 cards were like, and these are all combat tricks. So you see what I'm saying on why like these are all broken wings on knockout blow is basically a combat trick, but broken wings is like limited in scope, but it's worth playing, I think, just because most of the rares are flyers or enchantments. And I like having outs to a main deck. Though we did beat the person who went fight rigging into Broker's Ascendancy. We did beat that person. Didn't want Hypnotic Drifter. Glad I didn't play it. And best of 3 what I main deck Broken Wings? Probably, because I have 4 Connive cards. I'd probably main deck it anyways. No, we can't do another sealed. We're already qualified. You can only do it once. Pretty sure you can only do it once. Maybe I don't remember if they did they change it just recently that you can do it more than one time. I've drafted this format a grand total of 0 times. So I guess we could do a draft, just do a warm-up draft. Yeah, day 2 is draft. We could do a warm-up draft. Let's do that. Take a quick break, and then we'll do a warm-up draft. We'll do our first draft of the format.